Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Troy's offense will have the football first. And now here comes Goose Crowder. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Griffin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Under fire. Turns it loose. It's complete. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play. What do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And he kept going. He kept having time to go through. If I'm a defensive back, I'm going right to the defensive line. Hey, bro, can we get some pressure on the quarterback, man? That's unacceptable.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
He'll try it again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Back to pass, it's Crowder. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Here's Simmons to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can
finding some room. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Tigers will hustle to the line.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that and speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing, his contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
Throwing Simmons. He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
From the gun, give to Hardy. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Missouri!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the point after is good. Looking for blockers. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's locked. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Kickoff! What a play to set him up! Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be.
It's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The Trojans use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. Goes to the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. Simmons. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They have an exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Running inside, it's Griffin. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains.
There's some room. Oh, what a cut. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
All the way! Touchdown, Trojans! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Might be changing the route. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss. Don't see that too often.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing Simmons. A shot toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him, had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Boyd. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense They need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So now it's 2nd and long. Got it in the middle. It's White. They'll get it to... Ain't no need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch.
There's a crease. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Crowder. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Trojans will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Simmons makes the grab. It's Lee. Still running at the 40. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Direct snap. Picks up the 1st down. Maybe a crease. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
The offense changing the play. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Missouri gets to the line quickly. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Stepping to the right. The defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in.
There he goes. Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives them a 1st and goal. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it on 1st and goal. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Under fire. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Returner's going to try to see, and he clumps it up inside the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. The throw. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll run the counter. Might have a chance. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fights off a defender. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Right back to him on the ground. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Punt is on its way. Catches it at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Missouri wants to go fast. He might want another play. Simmons on play action. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Throwing Simmons. Nice defensive play to get a hit. And knock it away.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. Finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Austin Simmons firing again. Throwing right. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
To the air, it's Crowder. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. The short hand. It's Randolph. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Trojans right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Troy! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. On the move at the 30. Gashing the knee on the right. Touchdown, Tigers! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 20 team, the Houston Cougars.
And he's going to bring this one out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Simmons. Rushes on him. And down he goes.
And that is not how this offense envisioned the second half going. You go in there, you get a plan, you want to come out on script a little bit, and the defense comes out with back-to-back pressures, get to the quarterback, get sacks, really affect him, and get some early hits in this second half.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. And he loses the football. Takes it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
Man, that is a crazy sequence of events, right? There you are, you're the punt return, and you're thinking, our defense just got to... We started this game as well as we can. The last thing you can do is put the football on the ground, and kudos to the punt team getting down the field, recovering it, and taking it in for a touchdown.
I'm about to say, great job being alert, man. That ball gets hit. Once it gets hit, it's live. Now I scoop it up, get some blocking out in front. They take it back to the house. That is the way you start the football game. Your offense didn't do the job, but special teams comes through right away.
Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. That pass is incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Pressure coming, and it's a sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And he's knocked down.
Well, there weren't a lot of guys in the box defensively on that 2nd and long play, so you see the offensive line, they're able to get downfield, get a hat on a hat, and that helped lead to that successful play.
Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
He wants it all. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Burns. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Middle of the end zone, he's got it.
And this is how I want to operate. Nice job. He catches the football, makes a decision, gets the ball out of his hands, and let his playmaker work. Get the ball to the wide receiver out wide. He'll do the rest. He'll get the touchdown. Nice job being on the same page. Quarterback, wide receiver.
Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Using the quick game. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Tigers! Took it all the way back to the house.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Defense in press coverage. The run inside. It's Griffin. Runs through a tackle. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. To the air. It's Crowder. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Lott. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
At the 45 on his way. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Trojans are flying down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Griffin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Burns. Caught behind the line, it's Roberts. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Montgomery. First catch of the season for this highly talented wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snap it to the back. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Turns it on at midfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up, because they're blowing this team out. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
To throw, it's Burns. Got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Got a man. Touchdown, Mizzou! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the returner will be dragged down. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go right back to him. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the misconnection on the 1st attempt. See if he gets a little looser. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Burns. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. He's got, it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Kick is in the air. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Burns. It's complete on the right side. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Hawks it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. On target to the left. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They want to run this quarterback. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. A designed run for the quarterback.